My name is Grampa.
Grandpa Speranza?
Grandpa Speranza.
And how old are you?
I'm working on 85 pretty soon. September 5th. It'll be 85. Looking forward to it. Okay, we're gonna make spaghetti sauce tonight. We're making a big pot. So I normally take the tomatoes and get them down to a smooth, because it's a marinara type sauce. So we just start out with putting the tomatoes in there.
Okay, and the burner's off, so no heat yet.
No heat yet. I'll add a little water here for convenience. This is in the pot first. In this case, 3 cans of tomato paste. So I got that started there. I usually start to stir it pretty good, even starting here, until the paste melts into this and it's nice and smooth. Based on this, I need to get more water before I go any further. It's at least 2 quarts. All right, this is enough to get it started. I can add water later. I kind of add my ingredients in order so that I know what I'm doing and I don't lose track. And what I'm going to do for today is I'm going to put it in the palm of my hand like I usually do, and then we'll measure it.
So that's a tablespoon.
About a tablespoon.
Yeah, so I'd say about a tablespoon.
And I think that's going to be the case for the garlic also. I then put in these 2 companions, which is salt and pepper. Usually don't put too much salt in because they can salt it later. And then pepper is about half of that. We'll have hot pepper in the sausage, but I like to put in a little red pepper anyway. Just sprinkle some on top here, not very much. You can see it there. That'll give it a little kick. Then we have the 2 big ingredients, although small bottles. There's oregano and basil. So I put in a generous amount, maybe not quite a tablespoon in there. See that? About the same amount of basil. Smell it, smells good. Parsley, I myself, not everybody does, but I put parsley in. So those are all the spices that I want to put in for now. When it's cooking, unfortunately, based on smell only, I think I need more of those spices than I add them later.
When you turn it on, how high do you put it?
I put it on high.
Okay, so you're going to crank it up and just get it to a rolling boil.
Right, and then I turn it down to simmer.
Okay, so once it reaches a rolling boil, then you turn it down to
simmer. And then I'll simmer until I'm comfortable that it's condensed enough, probably at least 3 hours.
So at least 3 hours until it reaches a consistency
and yes,
of spaghetti sauce, or is it still thin at this point?
It's still a little thin, and it may take another hour, but after 3 hours, I'll take the meat that I put in out so it doesn't shred. So right now I'm going to put the meat in, but before I do it, since it's pork, I fry it and brown either side of the pork. Bone in pork, because the bone I think gives it the most flavor, but you can't find all bone anymore. You just have to take these little pieces. And I've got this on high heat so that it browns without cooking. Just about 3 minutes on each side once it's hot. This is my favorite, this Johnsonville, because the ingredients in it adds flavor to the sauce that I like. But that's what I've always done, always added pork with bone. And in the old neighborhoods, I could get all bone, which was even better. Normally I have 3 or 4 sausages is good enough to flavor, but since we're having company, I'm gonna make all 5. And I'll brown them too, so that the skin gets a little bit more flavorful. Okay, so we're back, and we browned the sausage on either side about to this degree. If you want to take a shot of it, that's just enough. That's just browning the skin, and you can see at the same time my sauce is starting to bubble, which is what I'm looking for, so that I can then turn it down and let it simmer. And for what it's worth, you can see it bubbling, and if I kept it this high, it would bubble over. So now is when I turn it down. The special secret of my sauce is Romano, but Romano cheese and Chianti wine. And what I do is, I don't want to waste it, so I drink the wine and eat the cheese. And so this is pure Romano, very strong, I love it.
Okay. You know, I see a lot of recipes where they call for wine and cheese in the sauce, but you prefer not to do that.
No, I'll put grated, I don't have that, but right now, but I have grated Romano cheese, which I'll put in the sauce when it's done. Because if you put it in too soon, it messes up all the ingredients. So when it's about done, last thing is I turn it down low and I'll put in the Romano cheese powder. Okay, well, it's been 3.5 hours. I've taken the meat out because it's thoroughly cooked. It's very tender. It's actually falling apart, which is what we're looking for. And all the flavor's been into the sauce. I added a little bit of Romano cheese, powdered Romano cheese, about a half hour before I turned it off. And now I was cooking it till it got to a consistency that I think would taste good on top of macaroni. So let me show you. I usually take a small spoon like this and just see how thick it is, which is right about like that. It's not too thick, but it's cooked. It's not thin. It sticks to the spoon, it'll stick to the macaroni, and it tastes good. And it really, this is the ultimate test, by the way. Oh, perfect. Perfect. So now this is done and ready to serve. This we separate and serve on a separate platter. There is sausage underneath there, as you saw me put in. That's all cooked. I'm ready to go.